Hello Pisces and welcome to your reading. This is a reading for all those who have Pisces sun sign, Pisces moon sign, Pisces ascendant, or anyone who connects strongly with the energies of Pisces. This reading is for you. We're taking a look at your current energies. Some of you could be stepping into these energies, some of you could be in the midst of these energies, and some of you could be towards the end of these energies. We will get a little guidance regarding this and apply this guidance after having thought it through. And if it makes sense to you and you are currently experiencing the situation which the cards are going to tell us now, use your discretion while watching. Let's see. Let's take a look at energies of Pisces. Okay, you've got this card. It is the Page of Pentacles. It's a card of, a student, sorry, not students. It's a card of a student. So there could be many students many people who are in the category of students who are learning or who are setting out to learn something, a practical skill. It's also the card of an apprentice. Alright, so you're learning a new trade, you're learning a new skill, you're learning a new hobby, you're learning a new subject, you're learning something. Alright, so Pisces, you're in the energy of learning, apprenticeship, right? Okay, let's get started. And what crosses you? The Hierophant. Okay, let's take a look at your past. The Hanged Man, crossed by Eight of Cups. All right. So for you, Pisces, all those who are watching, you are setting out on a path of spiritual exploration. You've had some kind of awakening in the past. You have ended, you have reached an closure, emotional closure to a situation, and now you want to, uh, which has brought about a bit of a spiritual realization for you, a spiritual awakening for you, right? You have seen, whatever you have ended, whatever has finished for you, whatever you have walked away from, you are taking a different view of it, you are taking a different perspective to it, and it is a spiritual perspective. This particular relationship, event, or situation was a wake up call for you to follow the spiritual path, your path of spirituality. I had a similar reading for Aquarius. If you're interested, do watch that. But just to mention it, you need not if you don't wish to. But whatever has ended for you, whatever you have walked away from, Pisces, it has been because of a spiritual perspective to the situation, or having ended it, now you want to move on to looking at life from a spiritual angle, from an upside down angle, right? Because this witch over here is hanging upside down. First, her perspective was, okay, let's put it this way. She's looking at everything like this, but now she wants to look at the other way, right? There are always two ends to everything. So now you want to, turn it around and start looking at things from another angle, because you have realized that it makes a lot of sense when you see it from that point of view. Okay, and currently you are learning that. Maybe you've already met a guide, you've already met a teacher. This is the Hierophant, and you are following exactly what your guide is telling you to do, which is really nice. Because when we come across people who are wiser than us, who are counselors, it's always a good idea to follow the instructions, just the way these two pupils are. They have full faith and trust. See, their eyes are closed. You can't see theirs, but her eyes are closed. So she also has a feeling, your guide also has a feeling, that you will follow honestly. You will not doubt, you will not question. And I think it's quite obvious that these two children are also following their guide because they have that faith. So when your eyes are closed, it means you have faith. Your guide also has a lot of faith in you, Pisces. So you're on this new spiritual journey where you are learning lots. Just let me get a little more information on your past. Okay, what led to this spiritual awakening, Pisces, for you? And have you given it a good closure and walked away? Let us see. Or have you just left it for the time being? Sometimes it happens that something which was not nice, we let it be for a while. I mean, just put it in cold storage till we get a new perspective on things, and if we feel the need to come back, if there is some residual energy stuck, then we come back to it with a different perspective. Okay, so what jumped out was this Five of Pentacles. It's a card of being out in the cold, as depicted by this. It is cold, it's bleak, it's winter, and they really have nowhere to go. The witch, the child, as well as the cat. This is the only solace. What is this? It looks very often it's depicted as the only place you can go to. And since it's a spiritual awakening, I think a lot of you have turned towards religion, a lot of you have turned towards spirituality, a lot of you have turned towards this your place of worship where you can go and get guidance. All right, but since we're analyzing the past, I can safely say that it was a bad experience where you were just left all alone. Because we are just looking at your past, it was a past where you were left all alone. Some of you, you probably did not have resources in the in terms of money, and some of you where you did not have any relationship, you or any person you could turn to for any kind of help. Second card, you have got Five of Swords. So naturally, this card talks of it was something very bitter where mm, you know how do I put it across? See, as it is, you lost out on something, but the action of the other person, it was like rubbing salt into your wounds. It's okay when that you need to call it quits, or you feel that you've lost out on something. But this is another thing where somebody comes and kind of puts it in your face that, see, this is what it is. You don't need that. We all know when something is over, we all know when something is not working out, we all know when we have experienced loss. But if somebody is witness to it, it's not a nice thing to make it more pronounced or make it more obvious by saying it aloud, or actions which are very, very hurtful. So as it is, it was not a pleasant situation, but it was made worse by somebody's words or deeds, which left you out completely in the cold. So it's like having lost a fight, but somebody passing a nasty remark, or somebody gloating over the fact that you lost, rather than feeling happy. There's a good sense of happiness for having won something, but this is when they are more happy that you lost. They are more happy that you have suffered a setback. They are more happy that you are in a difficult position. This is the energy of that card, and that is why you're feeling so lonely, because very often even if one is going through something which I just described, it would be very natural that for a nice person to come up and tell you, just comfort you. But here it just went the opposite way. They were even very, very happy that you experienced something like this, because of which you decided to move away from them. It could be a single person, it could be a group, or more than one person. And here you've got King of Cups, and you decided to you go in for a you kind of held back on your emotions. You kind of operated from a position of doing what you needed to do, and closing yourself emotionally, because this was too much to handle. I can completely understand it, because this is terrible behavior from another person. So insensitive, so cruel, I would say. Really cruel behavior. But this was a turning point for you to leave that group, to leave that person, to leave that situation, so that you could get a spiritual perspective on what is happening in your life, Pisces. You want to understand that, all right, a situation happened, but what was the reason for it to become worse? It was bad. Everybody you knew it, and even the other person knew it, or the other people knew it. but they took advantage of this fact that you're not in a good position, and they made it worse by their behavior. So now you want to get into a spiritual mode to try and understand how these patterns play out, and that is what you're doing. Okay, let me get a little more information on your current journey, the current energies you are in. Just a little bit of guidance. Okay, Six of Wands. So, having come onto this path and having met your teacher, your guide, or counselor, you're feeling a little better. You're feeling that, all right, yes, there is, you see this witch, she is handing out, a rose to both. From here, she's giving here. It's a card of, somebody recognizing you, somebody, taking cognizance of you, somebody appreciating you and noticing you, which I think your guide has done. And, they're being very nice, they're handling it very nicely and probably guiding you very nicely, which is giving you a sense of accomplishment. Something is working out by following this path, and you're feeling very nice and good about it, Pisces. However, you do have some anxiety about it and some confusion. Let me just say that you have just started out on this path, and since you're just new on it, just follow through a little more and don't get too worried about it, don't get too anxious about it. Sometimes even on this path we want to move very quickly, very rapidly, so that we wind up and wrap up everything and just get out of this situation. But you need to just follow it slowly, because the lots needs to be accessed, lots needs to be revealed, lots you need to tap into, and you need the time to prepare yourself. So there is no you can't rush on this path. And let me tell you, you should not rush, because then it becomes too overwhelming. You're overwhelmed with information, you're overwhelmed with knowledge, which can again put everything in disarray and cause confusion. So for some of you who are probably rushing into it, you might be having this feeling of being overwhelmed, which is causing you anxiety and confusion. So take it easy, go slow, one step at a time. Do exactly what your counselor is telling you, your guide is telling you to do. And for those of you, you feel that, I wish it would go a little faster, don't do that. If you feel that you're not making any progress, don't feel like that. It takes time. It's best that, the universe knows what to give you. Your guide knows how to handle the situation for you. That is why they're a guide, right? So just follow and give up your anxiety of rushing through it, or making things happen really quickly. Don't have any expectations. You will come out of it. This event happened for a reason. The universe gave it to you. You also got it because of past karmic patterns. This played out. Allow this to play out. Don't worry how it will your every step you take will determine the next step. But having said that, don't put any pressure on yourself that I must do this, and all of that. No, no, no. One step at a time. Enjoy it completely, experience it completely, Pisces. If you follow this guidance, what is your way ahead? Knight of Wands. Again, so a lot of new things you'll get attracted and drawn to a lot of new techniques, a lot of new modalities, wanting to try a lot of things at a time, because this Knight of Wands is someone who gets charged up really quickly. A spark comes and it's like, I can't wait to follow. You will follow through immediately without thinking about it. But that is not the way to do it, because sometimes you rush into something and then you have burnt out trying to explore it, and then the interest dies and the whole thing fizzles out. The spark cannot, you need to fan it and fuel it for the spark to become a roaring fire, a big flame. So don't rush into anything, take your time, and be this Page of Pentacles who plans, who holds back a little, thinks through everything, works out the practical details, and then moves through. So you might be feeling very, very energetic, in the days to come, and you'd want to experiment and try a lot of things. But just follow what your counselor is telling you over here. I'll just get a little more info on this. Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and Four of Swords. So this is this is very apt guidance. Instead of, if you want to at all get into something, okay, check with your intuition. Okay, because here you've got two pages, Page of Pentacles and Page of Cups. So these are all, beginners. They're just learning. So just tap into your intuition, work on it, and then you will get some desired results. Then your mind will be at peace. So supposing, you come across an idea, you come across something which inspires you, you come across a technique, a modality which you want to try, check with your intuition first. Take baby steps, one step at a time, and work hard on that step. Because you've got Eight of Pentacles, this is, trying out a lot of things, before you finally zero in on what you want to do. It's a card of hard work. So just start with that one thing and put your effort in that. You will definitely see results, which is going to, give you a lot of peace of mind. You'll be able to sleep well. Otherwise, the enthusiasm and the energy can cause us this kind of anxiety of Nine of Swords. We don't want this when we are on this path. On this path, we require patience, we require dedication, we require constant work, not working in spurts, which the Knight of Wands is famous for. When he feels inspired, it'll rush in. The flame dies out, then the Knight of Wands is not going to do anything till he feels inspired again. That is not the way to pursue a spiritual path. That slowly, steadily, follow your guide, follow your inner guidance, work on everything, work hard, be with it for a while, be with it till you are at peace. I would put it this way. So whatever you try, put in your effort, do work on that till you feel that yes, now I am a little content and satisfied with my modality. This is just, a very, a brief future, So just, reach this stage first, and then let's see, the next reading will also follow. Okay, so Pisces, don't be in a rush. Just whatever draws your attention, you would like to pursue it, by all means follow it, but one step at a time, and work consistently on that one step first, following the guidance, and till you get that desired peace of mind that yes, it's working out, I'm getting good response, I'm feeling better about this entire thing, right? So any guidance which the universe would like to give Pisces? Okay, here you've got this. Simplify your life. That's exactly what this energy is talking about. Focus, don't do too much. Don't collect too much. Don't learn too many things. Don't put your finger in, too many pies. It's going to be very, very confusing for you. Just, sweep out what you don't need and keep what you do need. And don't, keep things because you might use it in the future or it might come in handy some other time. No. Focus on that one thing for now. All right. And for some of you, it could also be clearing up, your living spaces, your immediate environment, because it's a reflection of how we feel. So, remove the clutter and, clean it up and keep what you require and what you need. Do away with the rest. Just give it away. Don't think twice. The more your surroundings are clean, the more space you create for energy to come in. Breaking barriers. See, you are on a new path, no doubt, Pisces. You are on a new path. You just need to remove clutter from your life, from your surroundings, and then you will see, those few, new leaves coming out. You will see some indication of growth. You will see something working out for you. It goes hand in hand. Just trust the guidance to clean up your space, right? And to follow, that one or two things. Don't go in for everything. And, the moment you start doing it, you will see some results coming your way, Pisces. So that was your reading. I'll wrap it up now. And thank you for watching.